Here is a message from Principal Simpson.
Hi, Keller family. I'm Julie Simpson, your new principal, and I just thought I would take the time today. And I've had a lot of people ask me questions about who are you, where'd you come from, and what is your past. So I thought instead of taking the time at our opening day on Institute, I would go ahead and create this video and share a little bit about who I am. So I'm getting ready to start my 29th year in education. I have a bachelor's degree in elementary education and a master's in leadership and administration. And I have my endorsements in special education, in middle school, in English, and in social sciences. And I started out as a started out as a sixth grade self-contained teacher, and then moved into fourth grade for several years. And then after several years there, I definitely felt like I was in the right place at the right time. In Maryland is where we lived, and the majority of I would say over half of my career was spent in Maryland. And I moved into a curriculum / assistant principal role of a rural community that had 3-year-olds through 8th grade in the same building. Yes, lots of different aspects there. And I did that for 3 years and then moved up to principal for 5 years. So I was at that school for a total of 8. And I don't know if you know much about Maryland, but rural communities, things are spread out. So people kind of come from 10, 15 miles away. It was definitely a great experience. And then we moved across state, and so I had to leave that position, and I became then the high school dean, and I was in charge of all the admissions, marketing, and high school curriculum. It was a little bit crazy, my role there, and I was there for 5 years before then we moved here to Illinois. And we've now been in Illinois for 11 years. And so this has now become home. My husband is from Illinois. And so being that you have Illinois certifications, and things were a lot different here than Maryland. And so I went back to the classroom. Definitely probably one of the best things that I could have ever done. It was definitely a humbling experience. But I taught at Hickory Creek Middle School. I taught 6th grade there. I taught English and social studies, and I was there for 2 years, and then moved to Prairie View, and I taught 8th grade there. And after that, I became the district tech facilitator, and then for 1 year, and then the assistant principal at Grissom for the past 2 years. And now I'm happy to be here as your principal at Keller Elementary. Several people have asked, like, Julie, when you think about education or you think about your past career, what was the most difficult thing that you have had to overcome as a leader? And, I'll share a little bit about that story. And it was when I was the principal at the rural school, the 3-year-old through 8th grade building, and there was a fire. Horrible thing to get a call in the middle of the night. And my husband, who was on travel and had little kids at the time, and that your building was burning down. And I just immediately went in, mode of, oh my gosh, obviously it was the middle of the night, so hopefully nobody was there, it was safe. But what we ended up finding out was that it was struck by lightning. The building was struck by lightning. There was like a shed in the back, and it spread, and we lost everything. It was probably the most devastating thing I have ever faced in my career. And through that, I feel like it helped me become who I am as a leader and as an educator. And it was very devastating. But the thing that I am most proud of is how everybody rallied. And when you are not there for people if you're not there for people in good times, how are they going to be there for you in bad times, right? And so once we got through the initial shock of that 24 hours, I had to rally people. I had to rally my team. And I was told by my administrator at the time, well, you got to get it together, Julie, and you got to figure this out. Okay, all right, we can figure this out. And again, like I said, I emphasized it was a rural community. So guys, everything was spread out. So you have 3-year-olds through 8th grade in a building where there's not a place around that can house that. So within a week's time, I had found 3 different buildings that could house our primary, our intermediate, and our middle school. And those 2 years were hard because I was driving every day and everything was not closed. And I had to split my time. But you know what? The biggest thing is I had people on parking lot, in the parking lot, sitting there helping me, call to get curriculum, to get textbooks, to get supplies, people were just coming out of the woodwork, and the teachers were amazing. And through that, we became stronger. We became stronger as a team. And it was because we had built that trust with each other, and we had come alongside of everyone. And so I wanted to share, along the way, people have been asking me lots of questions about who I am and what I've had to face and things like that. And I hope to God nobody ever has to go through that like we had to as a school. I am really looking forward to being your leader and being your principal at Keller and becoming a family, because that to me means everything. And to come alongside of you. And our theme for this year, and I'm going to reveal it on here because I'm so excited about it, and I've shared it with the SIP team. It's Together We Can Achieve. Without each other, without, our specials, without our special education, without our classroom teachers, without our office staff, without our maintenance staff, without our parents, we can't achieve. And everybody together, it is that team. We can't do one without the other. And so I'm really excited. I think of a puzzle, and when you put those different pieces of that puzzle together, it becomes complete. And so I am excited to make us complete together. And so I just wanted to share a little bit about my education background. My family, my husband and I just celebrated our 28th wedding anniversary, and he has officially retired and is getting ready to start a new job, which is exciting. I do have 3 children. My oldest, Jake, is 24. He will be 25 this year, and he's in grad school at Aurora University. My daughter, Bailey, is 22. And she is a pediatric ICU nurse at Comer Children's Hospital, University of Chicago. And then my youngest, my caboose is what I call him, his name is Braden, and he is 15 today. He will be a sophomore at Lincoln Way East. So that is a little bit about me. I hope that when we come together on our first Institute Day, you have a little take of who is this person standing in front of me. And I look forward to a wonderful year and growing together to do what's best for our kiddos that are in front of us. So you guys have a wonderful rest of your summer, and we will see you in just a few short weeks. Bye for now.